Have you ever struggled to get over past abuse? Is there one person in your life who has hurt you beyond measure? If there is, if you have struggled to get over past abuse, try this method. Try it numerous times, and you will see the amazing benefit which you will feel thereafter. Go over to that person and say to them the following 5 words. Thank you for helping me. Do that and see what happens thereafter. I know people who tried this, they had struggled to get over trauma from past abuse, and nothing compared to the relief that they felt from within after they applied this method. And nothing was better than the effect that they felt when the abuser, when the past abuser responded to them by saying, "What? How have I helped you?" And when they turned around and said, "What? How have I helped you?" they effectively were saying, you could actually see in their body language, they were saying, "Oh, I do feel a little guilty for what I did to you. I didn't really think about the effect that it had on you. I didn't really think about the long-term consequences that it'll have on you. Nonetheless, you now find that it helped you? Wow. What have I done to help you?" It's a genuine question which they're actually asking. What have I actually done to help you? Now, you'd be right to think, "Jessica, no, don't try this method. Don't apply it. It's not safe." You'd be right to think so. Like I've said before, don't take your past enemy or the person who hurt you in the past out for a drink in the pub or in the restaurant, or the bar as we call it in America. Not advisable. I wouldn't take them out to the restaurant, and I certainly wouldn't go to bed with them. Nonetheless, I've heard from many spiritual teachers the fascinating effect which is to be had when you turn to a past abuser and say, "Thank you for helping me." And even when you do that without actually verbalizing it, you just think about it, you'll be fascinated to see the results that come for you, the positive results that come for you thereafter. As you know, last week I put out an amazing meditation about removing people from that pedestal. I spoke on this amazing channel many times about the powerful impact that is to be had when we remove people from a pedestal. It's a powerful and unbelievable effect that is to be had thereafter, and it is a means of manifestation for very good things hereafter. Now, I didn't elaborate at the time, but removing people from a pedestal also applies to that person who abused you in the past, to that person who got you on your deepest level. To them as well, the effect thereafter is unbelievable. I'm putting out amazing podcasts lately, wherein I share my great meditations and I share some of my story and the amazing lessons which I learned in my life. I'm going to share in the link section down below a free podcast wherein I speak about the amazing meditations that I already put out on podcasts. I want to follow on and talk today about a very interesting concept which correlates to this concept. What is pain? What is past trauma which brings about and results pain? Results in pain. What is pain? What is trauma? Today I'm going to delve into it a little bit in order to give you a greater understanding and a great means of actually cultivating the most amazing means of faith. What is faith? Does faith mean that if I hurt my little sister when I was 8 years old, I have faith and I believe that now that I am 25 years old, I'm being paid back by the universe? Or does faith actually mean that what happened in the past, you don't get paid back through God, to the universe? What do you think? What does faith actually mean on this particular question? With regard to this particular question, I'll tell you today. Faith actually means that no, you don't pay back any means of karma for what you did to your little sister when you were 7 years old or 8 years old. It is a misconception and is almost comical when people take the path of life wherein they see their struggle that they're going through at the current moment in time as somehow connected to something they did to somebody 25 years ago. It's not how it actually works. So how does it work? It works like this. Have faith that if you are struggling right now, you're 26 years old, you're struggling to get the acceptance and the love from a certain man or woman that you want to fall in love with. Faith is to see that as your greatest benefit, as your greatest yardstick. That is what faith actually means. It doesn't mean that you fall back into this terrible state of despondency and to this terrible place of believing that the correlation between what's happening in your life right now is somehow correlated to a past event wherein you hurt somebody in your childhood or whenever. No, it doesn't work like that. Because we're all together in this universe. And because we're all together, there's a reason why things happen that way. The universe doesn't actually look back at your past events and says, okay, let me take this stick and hurt this person. No, the universe doesn't do that. God through the universe doesn't do that kind of thing. What does God do? God gives you great lessons through the universe, wherein you take those lessons and achieve and manifest what you've always dreamt of achieving. That's what faith is about. Faith is about seeing every given moment and growing from that given moment. About 4 years ago, I was a little sluggish, you might say, and I forgot the key to my apartment. I left it in my apartment. I went somewhere and I realized that there's going to be a problem for me to get back into my apartment. It was a very short time after I transitioned, after I came out as myself. And I remember at the time, I was very, very distraught. How am I going to get back into my apartment? The evening started off wrong. My cell phone died on me. So, looking back, I just realized now it was actually a miracle that I got home, because I'm not that great with directions. So it's actually, looking back in hindsight, it was a miracle. It was a gift that God gave me that I got home to where I had to get home to. That was a gift. So I got home but I couldn't get into my apartment because I'd left the key in the apartment. Wasn't sure what to do. First I said, okay, Jessica, let's try and charge the phone. I went to a local gas station, asking them if they could charge my phone for me. They said, I do apologize, but we cannot charge your phone for you. We don't have a plug here for it. I went to my apartment, rather outside of my apartment. I sat down on the floor and I started crying. I was distraught. I had just left my children a short time before that, and there was no way I was going to be able to get into my apartment. I didn't know what to do. What did I do? About 3 hours later, after sitting on the floor, not sure what to do, where to go, I walked over to the police station. And again, I'm lucky I found my way to the police station because, like I said, I'm not that great with directions. I got directions from a policeman who happened to be walking in the area. Again, that is a miracle because there were no police walking in that area any time thereafter. So again, that's an amazing kindness of the universe, which was done to me. God through the universe. I went to the police station and the police said, we do apologize, but we cannot get a locksmith. They were very, very supportive, but they said, we do apologize. We cannot get a locksmith to come out to your apartment for at least another 3 hours. So I sat down at the police station and I had a conversation with a policewoman there. I'll never forget this for the remainder of my life. The policewoman turned to me and she said, Jessica, you're a transgender person as you have described to me. Just beware, she said. You are giving this world and everybody who's involved in your life the greatest and sweetest gift you could ever give them. They are learning about certain facts and certain realities which so many people never, ever get to learn. And then she said, and your children, you're giving them a great gift. I remember at the time thinking to myself, great gift? What do you mean by that? I didn't ask the question, but I thought to myself, what did she mean by that? And 4 years and 2 months later, I still believe that. And I really, really see the gift there is in it. Do the people in my life actually appreciate that? Do they actually know that? Not necessarily. But they'll either find out about it in this lifetime or in the next life. Lessons in this life are not always for the now and the present, and they don't actually have to be understood and interpreted right now. If we're lucky and we're very spiritual, we can get the benefits of those lessons right away. But if we're not very lucky, it could be another lifetime when we say and we realize, hey, that was a good lesson for me to learn. And I'm glad I learned it. And that's why I contracted in this incarnation to come here to learn it. How does this connect to faith? Very simply. Firstly, when I was telling you the story, I realized, hey, I got back to my apartment through faith, okay? Through the grace of God's universe, I found my way to my apartment. I'm not good with directions. And secondly, I realized that my children and the people involved with me, the people in my life, have all got something which they benefited from as a result of my journey. That's faith. Faith doesn't mean that a past event correlates to a current event. No. Faith means that you believe that even if it's painful right now, it's for the ultimate good, which is going to come eventually. That's my video today. If you enjoyed today's video, why not press the like button? And please feel free to share this video with your friends, family, acquaintances, peers, neighbors, anybody you like. Feel free to share away. I want to point out that I'm going to be putting out a lot more amazing videos on a lot more topics correlated to this topic and to many other topics. And I'm doing the podcasts. I'm putting out podcasts with meditations and telling my story on podcast. It's pretty cool and pretty amazing. I'm going to leave in links down below the podcast which I put out. And I'm also going to be still doing more meditations, guided meditations here on my channel on YouTube. Fascinating stuff. I'm excited. I've already put out more than 500 videos now. Cool stuff. I love you all. Wishing you high vibes. And if you haven't subscribed yet, press that subscribe button now. And the bell notification next to it so you can see my amazing, amazing diamonds. You can enjoy and appreciate the great diamonds which I share with you. I love you so much. I look forward to seeing you in my next video. I love you.